Alright, so this video is about how to replace the plastic tie that goes around your American Girl or your Our Generation doll's neck in case it breaks, pops. Let's say, for instance, you get a doll and there's not enough stuffing in her body and her head is really loose. I have a doll with that problem. These are nylon cable ties. Guess what? They're really long. I got them at the Dollar Tree store. I use these on Cabbage Patch Kids, and I also use them on American Girl and other dolls. Same quality, lasts the same amount of time, so it's not a big problem. So I'm going to show you my doll right here. We are going to do this. Here we go. Let's raise the camera up and then take it downward to right here. There we go. So we got all of her hair out of the way. I have cotton, so I have more filling. Now to show you, first let me show you. Her neck is really, here, yes, it is the new one. It's very flimsy. Very flimsy. I don't want that. So, alright. So I'm going to place her right there so you get to see everything. Now I'm going to get my scissors. Oh, wait, seriously. As soon as I find them, I get everything else. So I'm going to use these big ones. I'm going to go in here, cut the thread gently. See, now I'm exposing the original tie. There it is. You want to be careful because I haven't torn the doll's thread. There we go. So you see where they use a small skinny one? And they put this inside of the doll's body to keep it in good. Alright? So I'm going to try and get underneath here. I'm looking around for my skinny small scissors, because these are thick, but I can get the job done with them. So I'm trying to pull this. Let me get my little pliers. This will work. I'm going to use these. Holding my doll's fabric body. There we go. So I found the ball part right here. Now what I'm going to do is reach underneath and try and get this pulled up, and I'm going to pop it. Almost. Okay, let me get the skinny scissors. Oh, the blade. Here. Be careful. I do not recommend anyone underage doing this. Seriously, I don't want you getting hurt. I'm using a blade. There we go. Cut it. It's out. Okay, so we have that out. Now I'm going to gently place the blade back close up. Put my other utensils away. Scissors. I'm moving everything away from here. I'm taking her head off. There. Now what we're going to do before we put in more stuffing into the doll's body, we're going to go ahead and get one of these ties. Like I said, I bought this pack at the Dollar Tree store. I've been using these for years. Never had a problem. Been using them on Cabbage Patch Kids and Our Generation dolls before American Girl started doing it. Here we go. You want to make sure the bump part is sticking up right here. See how that looks? You want this to be up. Okay. That's it. You just push it around until it comes out the other end. Ta-da! That's simple. Now I'm going ahead. Yes, I'm going ahead putting that in. I'm not going to tighten this yet because I'm going ahead right now and I'm going to stuff a lot of stuffing in here because I don't want her head to be wobbly. But I'm also going underneath and get the shoulder areas as well as this part. Because when her head is on, I want this to be nice and full because I don't want her to be breakable. This is a tutorial. There's a hair. Let's get that out the way. I brought a little extra stuffing just in case. I really don't think I need it. I really think she's in, really good stuff shape with just with what I put in. So now I'm going to add this. Put that in like that. Okay. Ta-da! There it is. Done deal. If you can't do this, don't worry. Just message me and we'll see what we can do for you. In the meantime, I'm going to discard the old one. See how thin the old one was? And look at the one from the Dollar Tree store. The one from the Dollar Tree store is really thick. Look. See the difference? So the plastic band from the Dollar Tree store is actually thicker, more safer, and better quality than the one she was using. So that's going to really keep her head on forever and ever and ever. As we hope. There. I cut that much, let that off, because I'm going to do like it was originally. And I'm going to push it in this side. Might be too sharp. Okay, there we go. It's going in. There we go. Going in. Not gracefully, but it's going in quite a ways. Maybe I made it too long. But, hey, that's a good way to make sure that it's in safely and there are no sharp parts sticking up from your doll. You can also do this with American Girl if you have to do a head swap or for doing eye swaps, things like that. There. That's about to break. Either way, that's a done deal. That's better than the other. Okay, so much more smoother. We've completed that task. So I completely redid that, added more stuffing so her head is not as wobbly. And this is the newer doll I got, but then also I think she was like a sample doll. Okay, that's nice and done. Now I'm going to stand her up so that you can see that it's not flimsy. So now look, see? Her head is not moving freely. It's nice and stiff and set. Awesome. We did that. So now she has more stuffing. She has more support for the neck area. This is nice and tight and nothing's going to happen. So that is how you can also add a little more cotton because it takes more cotton, but also like again, nylon cable strips, $1 for a hole punch. And they're much better quality than the originals. Thank you for watching this tutorial. I hope it will help you to keep your dolls lasting for many more years, okay? So thank you. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Well, it's beginning to start.